Hello, scholars, and welcome to POL 452, Organizational Theory and Design. This is the critical assignment video. The critical assignment for this is we are going to make an organizational change PowerPoint. You can choose an organization and using the 5-star model, create a narrated PowerPoint to illustrate the change process and identify each specific area that would be affected by the proposed innovation/change. The organization can be a public, private, or nonprofit entity. The narrated PowerPoint must not exceed 10 minutes, and the presentation must have a clear introduction and conclusion with founded reasoning. Be sure to include detailed elements from the readings. The critical assignment must be completed with a grade of C or better in order to pass this class. So let's just talk through that briefly, just so that we're all on the same page when it comes to what is the expectation for the critical assignment. So we're going to create a narrated PowerPoint. You are going to talk your way through a PowerPoint. You're going to build a slide deck and then talk your way through this. You're going to choose an organization. It could be, and it's open. It can be public, private, or a nonprofit entity. It can be an organization that you work for currently, have worked for. You're going to need to know some working knowledge of this organization because you're going to identify a problem within this organization. And utilizing the information that we have learned in this course, you are going to create a solution to this problem. You're going to narrate this PowerPoint, and the narration and the slide deck will not exceed 10 minutes. And we need to have a clear introduction and conclusion. And remember, like all of our critical assignments, that you need a C or better in order to pass. So what I have here for the remainder of this video is just an example. Don't think that it needs to look this way. There's a lot of variations when it comes to how you prepare this based upon your organization, but based upon how it is impacted by the 5-point star model. But this is just an example of the process or of how I would set up the slide deck. So with start, we need an introduction slide, the change process for your organization, and a title. The next, I need to know a little bit about the organization. You need to give at least a brief little description of the organization that we're going to be talking about. The next slide would then, you need to describe the issue. What is the issue that we are going to try to change? What is the issue that you've identified that we are going to change within our organization? And then the process, we are going to use the star model. The 5-point star model, Galbraith, and remember that incorporates strategy, structure, processes, rewards, and people. These strategies are the components that can be changed to make organizations more effective. Remember, we don't necessarily need to use each one of these points, but we know at each one of these points work within one another to make that change process. So the next step is that you would need to describe how each one of these points of the star are how it's going to relate to your organization. So there would be a slide on the strategy, how the strategy of your organization to make change, the structure, the process, and here you see that I could even add a few little graphics to make it visually pleasing, the rewards process, the people, and then I need a conclusion where you're going to summarize your thoughts, and finally a reference page. That is as simple as it needs to be. You're going to use the 5-star model, identify an organization, tell me what the problem is. Utilizing the concepts from this course, you are going to describe how it's going to change. You're going to use the 5-star model. You're going to hopefully talk through each strategy, structure, processes, rewards, and people. You're going to conclude it, and you are going to reference it. It needs to be narrated, and it needs to be less than 10 minutes. So that's it. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments or concerns about this, please get a hold of me. And I look forward to seeing all and hearing from all of you, putting a voice with a name finally with this as we move forward. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing or seeing all and viewing all of your critical assignments. Bye for now.